all people are welcomed in this sanctuary. And when we say at Second Parish, Unitarian Universalists, all are welcomed, we mean all. I'm Reverend Danielle DiBona, and I am filling the pulpit every now and then and happy to be preaching this morning. I wonder if anyone has any announcements. Oh, of course, let's go.
I don't know if anyone else planned to do this, but there are a lot of announcements in your order of worship, so I will just let you know. Book group is meeting today after coffee hour. The Friends of the Homeless gifts are due today at church or by December 12th at Peggy's house. So see somebody if you don't know where that is. Thank you to everyone who helped decorate wreaths. It was a lot of fun. If you ordered a wreath and haven't picked it up yet, you can pick it up today from 1 to 3. Pam will be here, but I think if you're around during coffee hour, somebody might find it for you too. Next Sunday is a Christmas pageant, so it'll be very fun, and we have a couple other things going on during the Christmas pageant. So the second Sunday offering will be taken for Dove next week, so I hope there's more information in your order of service about Dove. And also, the social action group is requesting that people bring pajamas for children as part of the pageant. And there'll be time to bring those up during the pageant. So please remember to buy a pair of pajamas this week. And I think that's it, unless somebody else has something that I forgot.
Any other announcements? Then let us worship together.
Tree, the root thereof
These are the words of Jan Richardson. You can prepare, but still it will come to you by surprise, crossing through your doorway, calling your name in greeting. It will astonish you how wide your heart will open in welcome for the joy that finds you so ready and still so unprepared. I invite you to stand as you are willing and able. Join in singing hymn number 100 and remain standing for the chalice lighting. Let's read together the Second Parish Covenant as we light our chalice. With love for each other and with respect for each person's search for truth and meaning, we unite to be of service to our neighbors and the larger world.
I'd like to invite all my children friends up to the front. We're going to be practicing the Christmas pageant upstairs today, so we're going to do a little curriculum down here so we get a little bit in. And this month, we are focusing on choosing hope. So I'm going to have you think about a question while I read a story. And the question I want you to think about is, how can we share our own light with others? Okay, so think about that while I read it. This story comes from our own UU history and is about the brilliant, modest, and still little-known inspirational UU, Lewis Latimer, who literally created light for us. The son of escaped slaves, Latimer became one of the first African-American inventors and helped found the Unitarian Church in Flushing, New York. Once upon a time, not long ago, there was a boy named Latimer Lewis. Lewis didn't grow up with everything handed to him. In fact, life was often very hard. His parents had escaped from slavery, and when he was little, his family sometimes had to move from house to house just to stay safe. Even though Lewis didn't get to go to fancy schools, he loved to learn. He drew, he tinkered, and he dreamed. When he was only 16, he even joined the Navy by lying about his age because he wanted to help fight for freedom during the Civil War. When he came home, he found a job at a law office that worked with inventions. At first, he was just the office boy, the kid who swept the floors and ran errands, but Lewis had hope. He watched carefully, learned how to draw technical designs, and practiced late at night with tools he bought himself. Slowly but surely, he became so good at drawing inventions that he rose all the way to being the head draftsman. But then, he wasn't paid even as much as the white workers. He could have given up. He could have decided it wasn't fair, and it wasn't. But instead, Lewis kept choosing and making hope with his own hands and heart. One day, Lewis helped Alexander Graham Bell design the very first telephone. Later, he worked on the electric light bulb. You've heard of Thomas Edison, right? Well, Edison's first light bulbs burned out after just a couple of days. That wasn't very helpful. But Lewis figured out how to make the filaments, the part inside the light bulb, last much longer. Because of him, light bulbs became something ordinary families could actually use. Think about that. The reason we can turn on a lamp in our own homes today is partly because Lewis Latimer never gave up, and because he chose hope where others only saw problems. But here's something important. Most history books don't include his name. Why? Because he was Black. Even though he helped change the world, many people ignored him. Yet Lewis kept on shining. He wrote poems, played music, painted pictures, and even helped start a Unitarian church in Queens, New York. His portrait still hangs there today. Lewis once wrote about electric light. Like the light of the sun, it beautifies all things on which it shines, and is no less welcome in the palace than in the humblest home. What I love about this story is how it reminds us that hope doesn't just appear. We don't just find it lying around like seashells on the beach. Hope is something we make, something we choose together and inside ourselves. Lewis made hope by working hard, by believing in his dreams, and by sharing his light with others. And if he could do that, so can we. Every time we help someone, every time we imagine a better future, every time we create something new, we are making hope. So the next time you flip on a light switch, remember Lewis Latimer, the man who helped bring light into the world and who shows us that hope is not only found, but made. Okay, does anyone remember the question I asked? P is ready to fall asleep. How can we share our own light with others? Grown-ups, you can answer too. How can we share our own light with others? Rose? Nope. Leander?
So you can share it by.
I'll hold it.
You can share it by being kind and helpful.
That is a good way to share our light with others. Any other ways? Are there things you like to do, like singing or dancing or reading or climbing obstacle courses? When you do that and it makes you so happy, is that a way that you share your light with others? Yeah, Rose? Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Okay, thank you. So we can share our light with others every single day by being kind, by doing things that we love that make the world a brighter place. Do you think you can try to do that this week? You can try to, right? All right. Kiddos, let's head upstairs so we can practice for the Christmas pageant.
Please take this time to add your joys and sorrows, your worries and concerns to the community by filling out one of the yellow cards, which will be read by me after this song.
When Joseph was an old man, had lived for many a year, he courted and wielded the Queen of Heaven, and called her his dear. Then Joseph were a carpenter, and Mary baked and spun, and when was ripe cherry time again, a family was begun. Then Mary in her meekness, then Mary what was mild, Saint voice rises the bestest thing for woman bearing child. Then up spoke Joseph to Mary, he was a man unkind. It's who has had your baby that's a bother in my mind. Oh, tell this one and straight away that cherries ain't nothing
If you have joys and sorrows, the ushers will now pick them up. Well, there's only a few today, and yet they all have joy in them. So you must have read the Wednesday blurb and saw that I was preaching about joy. This one is great. Today's usher report: 7 children, 7 staff, 34 adults, 48 souls total. Word is out that Lynn made deviled eggs. That is a joy. My sister is recovering from a hysterectomy, wishing her a relaxing and uneventful recovery. Yes, we do wish her an uneventful and pain-free recovery. Our daughter Emily's pregnancy is one halfway with all good scans, good organs and brain and heart. From Susan Browse. Let us join together in a spirit of prayer and meditation. We are grateful for the joy that was shared today. We hold in our hearts those joys and sorrows that were not spoken today. We are grateful for those who suffer and those who are filled with joy. We are grateful that you are in this place. Let us not forget that those who suffer outside our doors are welcome here. Anytime we will throw open the doors. Let us ask all that is holy to be present in this space so that we may feel the power of that which some call God. May we celebrate the joys we heard together. May we enjoy those deviled eggs. May we keep in our prayers the sister who is recovering, that she may recover well. And may we share the excitement of an ongoing and successful pregnancy. And so as we do that together, let us sing together, Spirit of Life.
Spirit of life, come unto me.
I invite you into a time of silence to rest your weary heart, to reflect on the joys that were shared today. Please join me at the ringing of the bowl. I invite you now to participate in our morning offering. The offering from you to this congregation is gratefully received for the good work of this church, both inside our walls and outside our walls. Please be as generous as you can. Please stand if you are able and willing. The reading today is entitled The Possibility of Joy by Danielle Simon. The theme of joy has been reverberating as a holy echo in my life over these past months. Joy feels like one of the most compassionate offerings I can hand over to the depth of my soul, which in many moments, on many days, is throbbing with anger and overwhelm beyond what I can explain. The most obvious explanation is simply that I am paying attention. Also, maybe puberty's bookend, menopause. My clearest observation about the joy bouncing around inside of me is that she's never by herself, and her unlikely companions surprise me. Sorrow and suffering, fear and fraudulence, pain and perseverance. How joy has the audacity to sidle up to these unlikely characters is beyond me. I'm in awe when she appears like a grace beyond my own doing. It is a wonder when she arises like a gift beyond my own deserving. And I'm becoming more aware of my own agency in inviting joy's emergence. As I attune my attention to the reality of the world and my own life, it helps me figure out my intention, the intention that has more to do with the how than the what. Please stand as you are willing and able and join in singing hymn number 30, Over My Head, which is just about everything for me. Maybe it's the darker nights, more dark than light. Maybe it's the gray days with very little sunshine, when even the palest sun of the season would be welcomed. Maybe it's the gut feeling that everything in our world is not okay. For that matter, not just not okay, but a complete dumpster fire. Maybe it's the holiday season demanding that you have a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holiday with all the stuff that goes with that. Whatever it is, and there's plenty to choose from, this is the time of year when many of us suffer from a case of ennui. I have always wanted to use that word in a sermon. Ennui. A feeling of listlessness and dissatisfaction. And something deeper. There may be a feeling of deep loss. Many are remembering the holidays of the years past, possibly when they were youngsters, with eyes not clouded by age or disappointment in their own lives. Loss of the people who loved us, long gone now, only a fleeting memory. Loss of a sense of safety and protection. We may be affected physically, emotionally, and mentally by the darker days and longer nights. SAD, seasonal affective disorder, a lingering depression until the sun returns, is so amorphous that it can be undefinable. For some, there may be a level of anger that has no place to go. Possibly anger at family, both present and on the other side of the veil, because they didn't fulfill their promise of always being here. Anger at unnamed people and named events that color every day. Possibly anger at all the joy we see around us. Real or not, we see it. Christmas decorations assaulting us wherever we go, especially in stores, even grocery stores. Real joy? Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. Just another job for underpaid employees. A deep yearning for more compassion in the world and a sense that nothing we do will make a difference. A fear every dark morning that something awful happened last night. Jaw-clenching fear and anger that rips the potential joy right out of your heart and feels like a gut punch. But then there are the small bits of joy that, despite our resistance, surround us. Sometimes we are too sad or too depressed, too bewildered to see it, to feel it, but it is there. Do you ever just stop in your tracks with the recognition that something is beautiful? There may not be a something that you can identify. Oh, look at that beautiful sunset. And sunsets are especially beautiful at this time of year. I recommend them. It may be something that grabs you and then slips away, leaving you amazed, and shall I say, full of joy. If only we could grasp a hold of it, slip it into our pocket like we did with that pretty rock when we were 7 years old, and feel it enter your body. And so we come to this place, this holy place, this place of sanctuary from the outside world. We may not realize it, but we come with hope and expectation. Hope that our hearts will be healed and full when we leave here. Hope that we will get from this place, from these people surrounding us, from this message maybe, we will feel a twinge of joy. undefined joy. We may be surprised by that feeling that has been missing for a while. It's almost unrecognizable. We may not even realize that that is what we want and need. My friends, joy is present. Yes, I hope you sense joy in this place. I hope you feel the walls of this place that holds centuries of beloveds, now holding you with so much love that joy cannot be denied. I hope when you enter this sanctuary of love, your shoulders drop a bit, your heart rate slows, your jaw unclenches, because you know you are home. You know you are home, and this home is a safe, loving, joyful, and joy-filled place. You may not come here expecting to leave with joy in your heart. You may not think that this sermon or any other will speak to you today. You may come here because this is where you belong. You know deeply that this is where you belong. This is where you belong. A place where you are surrounded by people who love you. A place where you can share your unabashed love for each other. A place where you can leave the outside world outside and luxuriate in the warmth of beloved community. Now, because many of you here know me, you know I can't leave this here. It is unfinished. So all that you receive here, and it is a good thing that you get something from this place, all that you receive here is given with the call to share it, to share the love, to share the joy, to share the sense of belonging to community, especially at this time of year, the darkest time. And also a time of hope, for a baby is born. A baby is born every day. A baby is being born right now. And right now. A baby that may change the world. So I send you forth from this place of love, comfort, and joy, to share whatever it is that you receive with people you know and with those who are yet friends. Share your smile, your joy, your compliments, your time and treasure, especially your time. I hope and pray that the search for joy will be found in that way, as well as in this place, so that you may share it all the days, the joyful days, the sad days, the dark days, and the bright days. May you be blessed. Amen. Let us sing together hymn number 1018 in your teal hymnal, Come and Go With Me to That Land.
With me
May you find joy. May you go searching for joy. May you walk through this parking lot this morning, looking down to see if there's a small stone shaped like a heart. You never know. May you look up to the sky and see the beautiful sun out finally, maybe for a whole day. May you enjoy the cold wind on your chest and find joy in all of that. May you smile at strangers and be filled with the happiness and joy of being smiled back at. May you find joy, for joy is everywhere. Little pieces. May you be joyful. Amen.